Hey guys, Ken here from Crosshair Games Expert, your very quick mobile phone review of the new Steelseries Prime Wireless. Now this is an ergonomic mouse. It may not seem like it. It's a very safe shape, so it's not too ergonomic, but you can see the hump just like you would in another like EC series mouse. The hump is not as pronounced, but it is indeed there. This is ergonomic, so honestly, this has replaced any other wireless mouse I've ever used. The Logitech G Pro Wireless, the Rocket Cane AMO 120, I mean anything. I'm a big EC shape fan, and as Zowie fails to come out with any further, innovations to their own product, I've had to look to other brands to try and find a mouse shape similar to an EC shape wireless for me. As an FPS gamer, I play a lot of Siege, so mice are important to me, and the shape of them are important to me. But this mouse is bang for your buck. Even though it is $120, this thing feels, plays, and clicks like no one's business. The feet that it comes with, amazing. As you can see, there's like dust in there now. I've been using this thing non-stop for about a month now. So let me just turn this off right here with this button. And this is the DPI button right here. These are awesome feet, nice and thick, by the way. If you're wondering, these things glide like no one's business. Outside of that, the sensor's top notch, no problems there. The clicking is some of the best I've seen in the game. The build, there's no creaking, nothing rattling for me. Mouse wheel is more chonky than I guess what most people these days prefer, but it feels a lot like an EC shaped mouse or a Zowie mouse wheel, just without the very, very thick steps. But the mouse wheel's pretty good. A little finicky at times. You could get stuck in the middle if you move too quick. That's happened to me before. Maybe that's just a problem for me. As you can see, the hump is more toward the front, just like an EC mouse. Just like the Model O, just like the IntelliMouse, just like the EC series, the EC1 and 2 from Zowie. This thing's awesome. The mouse forward and backward buttons are not that pronounced. I would have liked a bigger mouse forward and backward, kind of like an EC shape button, but this is fine. It reminds me more of a Logitech G Pro Wireless mouse in that regard. Where this thing stands out, though, outside of its build quality and cool ergonomic shape and long wireless lifespan, I mean, those are things that you can't really complain about already. This thing's clicks are amazing. So the springs it has in here are unique. They're large, and they're kind of unique in the market today. They're approved for many more millions of clicks than your average mouse, gaming mouse. But oh yeah, and USB-C, can't forget that. But listen to this. This is chonky right here. That feels nice and mechanical. These are nice and stiff. These have a nice heavy actuation for big hands like mine. My hands are 20 centimeters, and excuse all the scars I have on it. I have a little puppy that likes to bite right now. I mean, this thing's awesome. It's definitely, as an ergo fan, kind of like my G Pro Wireless. And I think this is the best product that SteelSeries has put out mouse-wise in a very long time. This thing is underestimated, had a, just not shadowy, but not very widespread word-of-mouth release in the mouse world. This thing's awesome. This is going to be my main, and I've had many mains, including strange ergonomic mice with ring finger grooves, like the Cooler Masters. I've had IntelliMouse has been my main before. I've for the longest time. Recently, the Model O, or no, the glorious Model D mouse has been my main. I've mained, the Skull. So a lot of EC shapes. I made all the Zowie mice, all the EC shape mice, the 1 and 2. Yeah, this is awesome. No complaints. This thing's awesome. I've been using it a lot. I mean, the battery life's great. The USB-C is awesome. This thing feels great. It's 80 grams, so great for a wireless mouse. It could be better. Could have some holes in it, although I wish it would, they wouldn't add holes in it and they would do something just about the shell weight, because you can tell this thing is hefty. Like, the shell is thick, but it doesn't really alter the weight too much. This is 80 grams. So yeah, this thing's awesome. This thing's for larger hands. I'm a fingertip grip user, but this thing hasn't really been that uncomfortable. It just takes a little bit of adjusting to because of the thumb groove right here. Pretty deep, not very EC-like, but you get used to it. The rest of the mouse feels just sublime. Yeah, I mean, I cannot complain. This is an awesome ergonomic wireless mouse, one of the few out there. So yeah, if you have this around, give it a swing. I mean, there's no harm. You could probably return it, but I highly, highly, highly recommend it. As someone who has been searching for mice for years now to fit these massive 20-centimeter fingers, top to bottom of the wrist. So yeah, awesome. And also, I just wanted to shine light on the Logitech, I believe it's the K840 or something like that. This is supposed to be a productivity keyboard, but I mean, it has mechanical switches. These are cherry reds. These are linear actuation. They're nice and quiet. This thing is simple. It doesn't have any programs that you gotta, install. It has an aluminum plate that keeps the surface really nice and cool. And I have, as you can see right there, just the, actuation lighting on, because I don't really like all the other flashy modes that it has. But this thing is awesome. It's better than most keyboards that I have out there. I mean, I've been maining the Razer Huntsman Mini for over a year now, and I just kind of got tired of them, very, very clicky switches. So I got this actually just for work, and you can see I have a keycap right there. I got this for work, but I ended up putting it on my gaming desk because I was just surprised at how nice it felt to type on. And I put my finger and WASD when I was working, and I was like, oh my god, this is different. This is nice. The convenience of having a full keyboard is really cool. Like, I kind of missed it, but I do want them to make a 60% of this. But this is a productivity keyboard line, like K840. But this thing for base price under $60 is better than most gaming keyboards you'll get out there, and you don't even need software to do it. The RGB is limited. It's only white. But if you're like me and you're a minimalist that prefers just something this simple, maybe, perfect keyboard. I give both of these products a 10 out of 10. So thanks, guys. See you next time.